Hi, everyone. Leanne and I just started this conversation and we decided we had to record it because it's so interesting. So we were talking about our special this week is going to be the Genome NAD Plus serum. And if you buy one, you're getting the DMT oil for free. And we were talking about how cool it is that the ohm is in the genes with this serum and how it's activating that frequency. And something in me said, oh, we should go look up the frequency of ohm, and it's 432, which is actually the frequency of serotonin or happiness.
Yes, and then afterwards we linked it to because we're thinking about Om, and what came to mind were monks and meditation. And if you think of a monk, they always have these big, beautiful, radiant smiles. So it really wasn't a shock to us that it was linked to serotonin because that is happiness, joy. So it was kind of interesting how all these things are interconnected and how it does tie into frequency and then and also looking at like what vibrational patterns we're holding inside. So I also did some research on us humans in our resting state, and on average humans hold a resting vibration of 7.5 hertz. And I thought that was really strange because it just felt so low and dense. So Jules started to explore in it, and why don't you tell them what you discovered?
Right. Yeah. So I was feeling into it last night and I just got chills just before I'm saying this. So what I was seeing is that the 7.5 hertz, if you want to say, is definitely us in density. So it's kind of the overall density of our body. But what's solidifying that is those first three levels of consciousness connected to the body. So if you don't know about that, you should definitely go and check out our fundamentals class because we teach you how the body connects to consciousness. But if we're identifying in our body as form, we're kind of locking in that frequency, and that's creating our experience of form. But as we start to move into the fourth body and the fourth level of consciousness, we start to identify in more of the quantum body or frequency, the frequency body. And then our body starts to actually raise in vibration because it's letting go of that density or that really low spin state and start to go into a higher spin state where the body is starting to hold more space between the cells and the particles and all of those things, or more space creating a higher frequency.
I love that. You're actually bringing me back to my daughter's science class, what she was learning in chemistry. It's really no different than ice, water, and vapor or gas. So as we're ascending, our molecular structure is also shifting because we're shifting and starting to identify in frequency as opposed to form.
So
So
for
much fun.
a lot of us, I'm feeling that 7.5 is going to be shifting pretty quickly. And we even kind of cycled that back yesterday as we were talking about how the earth itself is measuring. I think it's kind of, it might even be a little higher than this, but the last time I looked, it was right around 8.8. And so we are actually vibrating lower than the environment, if you want to say, that we're on. So I'd be really curious. I'm going to guess if they went and did that study of what the vibration of the average human is, it's probably going to match more of that 8.8 now. And if you think about how fun that is that even if we're not doing the work, the planet itself is raising in vibration. And because we are always attuning to the vibrations that we're bringing into ourselves, we're going to eventually match that vibration. That's why what we're doing with the DMT coding is so amazing because we're bringing a frequency in, we're activating that frequency in our genomes or our genes so that our body is holding the frequency of 963, which is the advanced human state or the frequency of our innate being. And so when we are consistently bringing that frequency into our body and we're actually activating it on a DNA level, then it only will be a matter of time before our actual body matches that frequency.
Exciting times. I'm loving it. So please join us. We have a workshop that's coming up on the 18th of August, where you can learn to do some DMT coding with us and start to activate DMT within your body. And the more you play in it, the more you practice, the lighter you feel, the less density there is. It's working, and we invite you to try it for yourself.
We hope to see you there.